Blackhawks are now on Olympic break, but there's no rest for the Ice Hogs this weekend. 2 games and 2 nights at home, starting with the Iowa Wild. Pierre-Marc Bouchard is expected in tonight's lineup after coming over in this past week's trade from the Islanders. After a 3-game skid, the Ice Hogs have found their groove again, winning 4 of 5. Tonight's opponent has been a stumbling block, though. The Wild have had their number this year, winning 4 of 5, most recently a 3-2 shootout loss on January 3rd. Back here in Northern Illinois, a busy day on the mat at Stillman Valley High School for the Class 1A Wrestling Regionals. A rough start for Duran's Jacob Lennox, merely a flesh wound before he went back to work against Dakota's Carver James in the 152-pound weight class. He gets him, though, for the pin, getting Dakota off to a good start representing the Indians. Dakota's good fortune, though, continued in the 160 class. Jared Packer would be next on the mat, and he would go to the headlock. There it is. A rude awakening for Garrett Rude of Oregon. Some extra style points at the end for the near fall. A 6-3 decision that helped propel Dakota to the team regional championship. And other regional champions from around the area. Lena Winslow takes home the 1A regional title. Sandwich claims the championship in the 2A Belvedere Regional. And Hononegah wins the 3A DeKalb regional title. The girls' high school bowling regionals are underway as well. Teams have their sights set on a state title. And Harlem's Jessica Mandujano, pretty ball, that's 10 pins for a strike. Harlem in second place now. And Guilford's boys just won a state title, so the girls try to replicate that feat. Kayla Reynolds, bowling in her second game of the day, knocks down all 10 as well. Very next roll for Guilford comes from Amy Neiswanger. That's another G-Vike strike. And Guilford fans making plenty of noise packing the house at Don Carter Lanes. Sticking with the Lady Vikings, though, 4-10 split. Forthcoming for Joanna Simmons, but she keeps her cool. She'll pick up the spare. Guilford has the lead. Christian Life also has had a pretty good season. Jessica Lape bowling a solid game for the Lady Eagles. Freeport, one of the favorites as well, coming in. And we're going to see anchor bowler Montana Hughes making all of them fall. Freeport in third place with another game to play. Top 4 teams advance to sectionals next week. The Big Ten hardwood afforded number 17 Iowa the chance at revenge against 10th-ranked Michigan. The Wolverines beat the Hawkeyes by 8 in Ann Arbor 2 weeks ago. In the first half, Roy Devin Marble drifts into the corner from way downtown. That's a triple. Iowa in front big, 36-25 lead over the Wolverines, and Marble continued his big half buzzer. At the end of the first half, a 43-29 lead. Marble had 22 in the first stanza, and Iowa would keep on coming. A wing 3 in front of the Iowa bench. Bang! Iowa continuing their big surge. A 20-point lead, and it would keep on coming. A steal, outlets onto the break. Devin Marble finding Adam Woodbury for the flush, and he tells all of the haters in the crowd to please be quiet. Iowa with a big 85-67 win over Michigan. And elsewhere on the court, Nebraska sneaks by Northwestern 53-49, snapping the Wildcats' 2-game win streak. And later tonight, number 4 Wichita State putting that perfect record on the line at Northern Iowa. The Shockers are 24-0, one of 2 unbeatens left alongside number 1 Syracuse. Saturday action at Pebble Beach, where it's much warmer and windier. 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts suspending play, but that doesn't stop Wayne Gretzky. He's engaged to Dustin Johnson's wife, and Dustin Johnson, though, and Wayne Gretzky taking care of business at the Pro-Am at Pebble Beach. He shoots, he scores, the all-time great getting it done. Co-leader Jimmy Walker playing at Monterey Peninsula. He rolls the birdie in for the 11 under, and the Sea Lion, he's just straight chilling there at the Pro-Am. That continues tomorrow, and we'll be right back. You're watching 13 News Weekend.
Step out in the colder weather with an